Welcome to Football Frenzy, the most humiliating manager ever. Man United fans let RIP on Ten Hag after Porto collapse. The pressure continued to pile on Erik Ten Hag despite Harry Maguire's late equalizer after Manchester United surrendered a 2-goal lead to draw 3-3 at FC Porto in the Europa League. United scored twice inside the first 20 minutes through Marcus Rashford and Rasmus Højlund, but were soon pegged back to level terms with goals from Pepe and Samu Omorodian. Omorodian grabbed his second goal 5 minutes into the second half before United captain Bruno Fernandes was shown a red card for the second game running, only for Maguire to head home from a corner in stoppage time. The manner of the performance proved distressing to United considering their initial lead, although fans on social media were hardly shocked by the collapse after seeing their side have similar meltdowns over the course of last season. The game marked the 24th time United have conceded 3 or more goals in a match in all competitions since Ten Hag's arrival in 2020 to more than any other Premier League team during that time, with United winning just 3 of their opening 10 games this season. Many supporters voiced their belief that Ten Hag would surely struggle to keep his job after yet another meltdown. No manager has humiliated this club more than Ten Hag, United fans fume. No players were safe from the fury of United fans, with Matthijs de Ligt taking pelters for his poor defending of Omorodian, who grabbed his 7th goal in 6 games this season. Fernandes also lost the goodwill of some United fans after another sending off following his now-rescinded red card against Tottenham. However, Ten Hag took most of the wrath of the Red Devils fans, although rival supporters were delighted that Maguire's late heroics potentially did enough to keep the United boss at the helm for another week. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel, thanks. Chelsea justified their tag as favourites to win the conference lead as they eased to a 4-2 win over Belgian side Gent at Stamford Bridge. The largely comprehensive victory represented the 4th time in 10 games in all competitions this term the Blues have scored 4 or more goals, with each goal scored by a different player on Thursday night. Gent forced Chelsea back with a high line at the start, restricting the Blues' options as they looked to get the ball forward. The first 10 minutes were frustrating as a result. Then something clicked and the hosts edged in front when Renato Veiga headed in his first goal for the club after attacking a high ball hung up by Mykhailo Mudryk. The game sprung into life inside the first 5 minutes of the second half. Pedro Neto took advantage of a defensive lapse to lash in 38 seconds after the whistle, but Tsuyoshi Watanabe headed in a Johnson cross, which halved the deficit again, after a VAR check for offside. Just past the hour, Christopher Nkunku arrived to smash in the third after Veiga struggled to get a shot away of his own end. 7 minutes later, a tackle took Joao Felix's pass out of the path of Nkunku, but Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall was there to hit a shot that slipped through goalkeeper Davy Rolfe's hands and into the net. Despite going for 1 down, Gent rallied and did finally get another back to limit the damage late on, when XMK Dons forward Max Dean pulled the ball back for fellow substitute Amra Gandelman to slot home and sent the vocal travelling fans home happy. Brennan Johnson has scored for a 5th consecutive match to help Ange Postecoglou's youthful Tottenham charges to secure a hard-fought 2-1 win at Ferencváros in the Europa League. Ange Postecoglou named for teenagers in his lineup in Budapest on Thursday, and it was an excellent run by 17-year-old Mikey Moore on his full debut which created Pape Sarr's 23rd-minute opener. It was Sarr's 2nd goal in the competition, and after Spurs withstood some late pressure from the Hungarian champions, Johnson wrapped up the points with a left-footed finish with 4 minutes left. Barnabas Varga set up a tense finish when he volleyed home in the 90th minute, but Tottenham held on to make it 5 wins in a row after a mediocre start to the season. Postecoglou made 7 changes from the weekend win at Manchester United and handed full debuts to academy graduates Moore and Will Lancashire. An intimidating atmosphere greeted Spurs' youthful team onto the pitch with the Ferencváros fans making plenty of noise, but the visitors settled after Varga sent an early effort over. Spurs, creating plenty of chances, should have scored twice in quick succession just beyond the hour mark before Postecoglou turned to senior players, Dejan Kulusevski, James Maddison and Johnson, with 65 minutes played. Johnson fired against the crossbar with 10 minutes left before he clinched the victory in the 86th minute, cutting inside and curling one into the bottom corner via a deflection. Lazio also made it 2 wins out of 2 by rooting Nice for 1 at home in torrential rain at the Stadio Olimpico in Rome, with Toti Castellana scoring twice for the Italians. Substitute Tomas Corey headed in a second-half equalizer for Slavia Prague to hold Ajax to a 1-1 draw in Prague, while Anderlecht came from a goal down to win 2-1 at Spanish side Real Sociedad, with Theo Leone scoring the winner late in the first half. Eyal Belkabi scored two and Santiago has added another for last year's Conference League winners Olympiacos as they beat visiting Braga 3-0, while Germany's Hoffenheim recorded a 2-0 win over Dynamo Kiev. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.